This is Christy, Salty Stitcher. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel about cross stitch, sometimes beading, sometimes other crafting, but today mostly we're going to focus on cross stitch. If you are new and just joining me, thank you for stopping by and spending a little time with me. I am so thankful for all of my subscribers that I have. And so thankful for the community in general. It's just been such a nice thing to have, such a blessing, especially in the past year that we have had. As we come up on the end of the year, I find myself reflecting on the whole year, and Floss Tube and YouTube and the stitching community have been just a huge part in that. So thank you. We have a pretty nice agenda here today, a little bit of everything. I'm going to try and get through it pretty quickly. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I have a finish, which is pretty exciting for me because I have a lot of whips going on, and really excited to be able to finish one in the past week and a half or so. So I'm going to show this one. This is my Hawaiian bookmark. This is my finish. It is stitched on a 32 count Fortnite fabric sandy bottom, and I use sulky threads. The border is stitched with 2 threads over 2, and the remainder of the pattern is stitched with just 1 thread over 2. And I absolutely love how this came out. It is, because I use 32 count, it's a little bit larger than a bookmark size, but I really like it. Yeah. I really like it. I haven't decided how I'm going to finish it. If I'm going to finish it actually like a bookmark with some fabric on the back, maybe a little bit of, I think it's batting in between to stiffen it up just a bit, or if I'm going to finish it as a little pillow and put a little weight in it, a little weighted pillow. I haven't decided yet. If you have any thoughts on that or any ideas of how I could finish this, let me know in the comments. So that is my one finish. So I had my WhipGo board ready, and Hawaiian bookmark was on it, and then I finished it before WhipGo 2022 even started. So had to redo the WhipGo board, which I will also show you a little bit later on. So if you're interested in WhipGo 2022, Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff just posted the WhipGo 2022 video, the how-to, and all the ins and outs of that. So please feel free to check out her group, her Facebook group, WhipGo 2021, and you'll see the link to the new video explaining what WhipGo is and how you set everything up. Yeah, so that is my finish and a little bit about WhipGo, unplanned WhipGo. Okay, let's go into my whips. So if you've been watching my Flossmas videos, I've been participating in those. So it's basically a daily vlog during the month of December. Some people do different things with it. I have chosen to create an advent calendar. As you can see back here, I have all of the days, and on the back of each card of each day, I've used my Sprocket printer and printed out a whip that I'm working on. I shuffled all of the pictures up and then randomly placed them on the back of each day. So I don't know, I don't recall where each whip is during the month, but each evening I shoot a video showing what the next day's whip is going to be, and I spend as much time as I can during the day on that whip. And that's just to touch all of my whips prior to the end of the year and prior to starting WhipGo 2022. So I have those are the only whips that I've worked on. this past week. So if you're watching my Flossmas videos, you could probably feel free to fast forward through this because you've probably already seen them. But for those who are just watching the regular videos, I will go through it. So the first card that I turned over was the We Believe pattern, and it's the We Believe Sal. And I should have put it, I should have pulled this out of the Q-Snap. But I'm stitching it with the called for DMC. I'm stitching the first one on 40 count tiramisu. Here, I'll just pull this out. You might be able to see it. There. Let's pull the whole thing out for you. Okay, so this is where I am so far. I have completed the border. I've completed the center We Believe. I've completed Kindness is Everything, which I think was part 1. Part 2 is Science is Real. I'm still finishing that up. And I believe the next one is Love is Love, which will go right here. So this was the first card that I turned over on December 1st. And ironically, it is today's December 5th stitch as well. It popped up again on the 5th. So I think I forgot to mention that today is the 5th. And this is Floss Tube 24. So there we go. Okay. we'll move on. Better late than never. So this is the We Believe pattern, and I will get to stitch on that again today and maybe get through the next part. So that is pretty exciting. The second whip that turned over, oh, excuse me, is Oak Feathers. And when I started, okay. Before I picked it up, I just had a little bit at the center right here stitched. So I was able to add all of this down here, essentially color complete the black on the first page, or on the page that I was working on. So not too far. I think it was a really busy day at work, and I only had a few hours or an hour or two to stitch in the evening. So didn't get very far, but hopefully it'll pop up again. I'm stitching that on the, let's see, it was a Garon Stitchery Zweigart 32 count vintage blue whisper, and I'm using the called for sulky thread pack for Oak Feathers. I really enjoy stitching it. I'm really getting into it, and I can't wait for that to pop up again. Okay. The third whip that I worked on was the lions, which was really exciting as well to see the lions so early in the month. And let's pull this out, because I know there are a few people that are just here for the lions. Okay. So the lions right here. Check out my Flossmas video. I want to say on the 3rd. I pulled out the lions on the 3rd, or is it the 4th? Either way, I think I pulled them out both days. But Lady Bird joined me, my kitty, Lady Bird. She's 8-year-old ragdoll, and she joined me and just completely jumped on the lions. I think she thinks it's her pattern. Anyway, I had started a new page, and this is, I want to say roughly 4 hours of stitching. I was able to finish 2 rows and do yesterday about 500 stitches. This is full of cat hair. I think I actually have cat hair. Okay. So this is the Lions. Pretty excited about this one. I'm really hoping it shows up again during the month. It does have a prominent place on my WhipGo board. In fact, I think I have 4 squares devoted to the Lions, and that is really just to really push on making some headway on the Lions and maybe finishing that up in a couple months. Okay, the next whip that I have to show you is the Big Red Ship of Life. Turned that one around. It was really exciting. I forgot how much I loved stitching on the Big Red Ship of Life. And I know everyone has seen this before, but this is the, there we go, ink circles pattern. And this is the big one. I'm still working on the border of page 1. I think I actually finished the border. Page 1. I'm stitching this on a 40 count Swigart linen. And I had stitched up to here before, and I was able to finish all of this part, and I'm starting the border down here. I am using Silks for You silks to stitch, and 3 different colors. The red, I've showed this also, so I'm not going to pull it out of the bag. Red, gold, and blue. So those are my whips. When I pulled out Big Red Ship of Life, I also found some new Bowen scissors that I got at Keepsakes during StitchCon this past year, and then I also found my sister's scissor fob that she gave me that says Salty Stitcher. So it was almost like Christmas again, finding a nice pair of little scissors, and then also finding my scissor fob. I think that's it for whips. So we did finishes, we did whips, and I do have a bunch of haul. But I am going to pause the video just for a quick second. You should know the difference while I organize my table. Ladybird just popped onto the table and laid on everything. So say hi, Ladybird. Say hi to everyone. Okay. All right, she's not having that. Okay, so hold on one second. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Before I go into my haul, which is a good amount, and I know some people aren't here for the haul. But before I go into that, I just want to give a bunch of shout outs. A few shout outs. First one is to Darcy, Stitchman Darcy. Congratulations on reaching your 1-year Floss Tube anniversary. If you haven't found Darcy, I would go ahead and go take a look, like his videos, subscribe. He is hilarious. I especially love his wife, Melissa. So I wish, Melissa, this is a shout out to you as well. Come back and do some more videos because I really enjoy watching them. And congratulations on your 1-year Floss Tube anniversary. The video is hilarious. Absolutely loved all of the guest appearances from some of the other Floss Tubers. Well done. Well done. It was really, really fun to watch. Also wanted to give a shout out with Stitching with the Sisterlies. Really enjoyed your video this week. I think I put a comment in there. Love watching your videos. Love that you can spend time together. I really enjoy when my sister and I get to spend time on the Floss Tube. So it's a lot of fun, and love to see, again, more stitchers or sisters who are stitchers and crafters doing videos together. In that same vein, also wanted to give a shout out to X's and Hoes. Love you ladies. I also left you a comment in your last video. I was dying laughing. So anyway, a good week for I think good week for Floss Tube. So thank you again for putting the content out there. I really enjoy it. And I will link all of the Floss Tube videos that I mentioned down in the description. So go check them out, like, and subscribe. Okay, I think I did a marginally good job at shouting them out. So we'll just move on to haul. So I have about 2 weeks worth of haul here. So if you're not into haul or you're trying to not be enabled, you can go ahead and move on to the next Floss Tube video. I will not be offended. Thanks for watching up to this point. But if you're here for the haul and you love the haul, here we go. Okay, I received my last shipment from Keepsakes from my Needlework Expo pre-orders. So I was pretty excited to finally get all of those patterns in. First one I received was the Lindy Stitches December Dance. It had the red-footed boobies there. I did buy the kit. And it comes with 32 count lilac Lugana, has some backing fabric in it, some gingham ribbon, a charm, mat board, has everything you need to stitch and finish. So pretty excited to receive this pattern. I got my Silver Creek samplers, Founding Promises. Ink circles, tiki time. Lucy Beams, Love and Stitches. I mean, come on, how could you not like this one? It has a sailboat, a mermaid, a crab, and an octopus. So bubbles and bubbles, it's called Bubbles Under the Sea. Come on, you know I had to stitch this, anything with an octopus and a crab and a boat. Let's see, Catitudes, Two Cats and a Moon, RETM. I think this one I'm going to stitch up maybe as an ornament, I think. Or maybe just for my husband. So it's our 20th wedding anniversary this year in about 2 weeks. And I'm pretty excited about that. And this seems like the perfect pattern to send to my husband. Let's see. Oh, and then Fox and Rabbit Designs. Let's see, this is Mary Morgan's. It's not typically what I stitch. I'm typically not a primitive sampler necessarily stitcher, but I loved all the bold colors. I loved all the red. And I just can't get enough of stitching with red. So this looked like it would be absolutely beautiful stitched up. And then okay, so there's a story behind this pattern. So I was watching, oh gosh, why is it escaping me now? It was my Outlander connection. I always love, I think I mentioned in the last video, I always love when Outlander and stitching. I love when a lot of my hobbies collide. I never had Outlander and golf collide, but for some reason, Outlander and stitching always seem to collide. So I was watching Floss Tube and Outlander, oh, gosh, hold please, I'm gonna figure this out. I am drawing a blank. I got it, Hands Across the Sea. I was watching her Floss Tube and she mentioned the new Outlander book coming out, Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone, by Diana Gabaldon. And she also mentioned just waiting, like we all are, and we call it Droughtlander, for the next season, next season on Stars to be released. So I sent her a comment asking if there was a Scottish sampler that I could stitch to pass the time in Droughtlander. And I perused the Hands Across the Sea catalog and found this beautiful pattern. Marion Horsburgh, 1866. This one appealed to me, and I think after December, maybe early January, I plan to start this. So the new season of Outlander is supposed to come out on March 6th. So this will give me 3 months of stitching a nice Scottish sampler, waiting for Outlander season 6. Okay, so that segment was a little bit harder to get through than I anticipated, but nonetheless, those are the patterns. So I also received some books in the mail. I always love to learn different stitches and different patterns. So I came across this book, Embroidery, a Step-by-Step Guide to More Than 200 Stitches. So as a designer, I think it's imperative to keep learning, keep trying new things, keep pushing yourself in different directions. So I'll be excited to peruse this and see how I can incorporate other stitches into my pattern. So yeah. I also received my 2022 Book of Days. I'm not taking it out of the package here. And I think most people who pre-ordered it have received it already. I think I ordered 2 by mistake. So if I indeed ordered 2, my second one I will tee up as a giveaway in the next month or so. And then finally, I know a lot of, oh no, I have 2 more. I know a lot of people have shown this, but I received my Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. This is a gorgeous magazine. If you have not subscribed to this or received it, it is absolutely gorgeous. I know some people have shown a lot of the patterns, but they are so cute. And I have a bunch of them dog-eared, and they will be part of my 2022 stitching. And then the final book, I finally broke down and bought an Emma Cogden book, Cross Stitch for the Soul. This is not a new book that's out. I know a lot of people have featured this book on Floss Tube, but it is new to me, and I love the patterns in here. And then similar to a book, I did receive my 2022 cross stitch calendar. This is the 3rd year I have purchased this calendar. It's by Willow Creek Press. And not only does it have really fun cross stitch images for each month, but they also give you the patterns to stitch it. So they have a little kitty up here, little kitty. I love the koi fish and the lion. These are great gifts. I think they're simple patterns. They don't use too many DMC threads, and they're just really fun. So this is Cross Stitch 2022 activity calendar. I just get it on Amazon each year. Yeah, exciting. Okay, and then the final piece of haul, I did receive some fabric. I ordered some fabric. First, I'll start with the Under the Sea fabric. I ordered some 40 count fine. And that's about the true color. Really pretty. I ordered more beach walk, also 40 count. And I ordered Vampiric, 40 count. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one yet, but I really like it. Not sure what I'm going to stitch on this yet. Yeah, under the sea fabrics, it also came with a little, can't see that. It came with a little needle threader. That is not working out. Okay. The white on white, just not. Okay. Well, we'll give that little needle threader. And then finally, I received my color and cotton fabric of the month and thread of the month. And if you have not received yours, and I believe this is November's, so I'm a little late to the game. If you have not received yours, these are the colors. Very beautiful. I'm really excited to add them to my collection, and it is Wimbledon, Fairway, and Caribbean. Oh, well. Fairway, there's golf and stitching colliding. See, I spoke too soon. So Fairway, Caribbean, and Wimbledon. All things I can get behind. And then the fabric is 40 count Blue Moon, which is a beautiful blue. I really enjoy that. So that is all of my haul. Let me go ahead and organize this again. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I have one announcement for my shop. I have a free pattern that I just posted on my website. It is called Christmas Claus or Christmas Island Crabs. So story behind this pattern is every year around this time on Christmas Island, the crabs, the red crabs, travel from the forest to the ocean to spawn. And it's just this massive amount, millions of crabs all traveling to the same place at the same time. And they shut down roads, they build little bridges that the crabs can crawl over the roads so that they can get to the ocean. And there's just some amazing video that has been circulating online, mostly the Australian news feeds. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. But I thought that was such a great, it's so much fun, and you know how I love crabs. So this is just a pattern that I created on the fly. It's probably not perfect, I haven't stitched it yet, but it is free on my website. So I will be stitching Christmas Claus and probably putting it in my shop. But at the moment it is free. It's a free download, so feel free to go to my website, www.saltystitcherdesigns.com. Please sign up for my newsletter. While you're there, maybe peruse my new patterns, but there's no catches, nothing you have to do if you want the free pattern. It is there for you. It is charted in salty threads. So if you have a bunch of salty packs, feel free to use whatever. I recommended some salty colors, but feel free to use whatever salty colors you have. I'm sure it'll turn out perfectly. I would even consider using some variegated ones as well, especially for the ocean. But anyway, Christmas Claus to commemorate the Christmas Island crabs that are trying to make their way as we speak to the ocean to lay all of their eggs, mate and lay their eggs. So I am working also on a new pattern. It is my turtle. More to follow on this one. There is a story behind this turtle, which I will probably tell a little bit later on once I start the pattern. And I think that is it. Again, thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for spending roughly maybe an hour, a little bit less, with me. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Maybe send to your friends that you think may like it. And stay tuned for my next Flossmas video that I should be posting a little bit later on this evening, and showing everyone what the next pattern is that I plan to stitch. So yeah, thanks for coming, and I will see you next week. Bye.